Let's see. How are we doing? How are we doing? Our luxury goods is stockpiling pretty high. I can send a chunk over to here. Sending goods. Neutralize that. Get them cube positive, or at least cube neutral. We'll just help them refill their stockpile as well. Food. Let's go ahead and balance that. Also send a chunk. We can pull back a little bit just to help refill their stockpile. Good, 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 good. I think everything's looking great over here. Doing good on heat stamps. Need to keep at least one core so I don't accidentally mess myself up with the winter home situation. There was a place. Okay, increased population growth. Okay, I already got that going. Send colonists. Access the spring. Ooh, the hot springs. These hard people live in deep reverence of the natural spring, which they believe can cure any ailment. Their simple hot houses and subterranean housing are barely enough to support their population, so their culture ensures nothing is wasted and no weakness is tolerated. They are skeptical of outsiders, but perhaps we can convince them, or force them, to allow our sick to heal in the natural spring. Okay. Rebuild the loading station at the high pass and their mushroom experiment somewhere in the endless plains. Their mushroom experiment? Nameless cliff. Many small mounds under a cliff attract our scouts' attention. They discovered hundreds of infant skeletons. The track from atop the cliff leads to the hot springs. We can only assume they have their reasons for doing this. Perhaps we can offer to take any children the hot springs cannot support to New London. Okay. Rebuild the station. Mushroom experiment in the endless plains. What mushroom experiment? Barren plains. Valley, ridgeline, plains. Maybe out here? We'll send an expedition. Yo, research out there. Research out here. Research this valley. While that's going on, we are going to have a temperature dip, which is fine. We can start using some of that coal by turning on our coal burners. do have 2 extra cores. Coal into oil. No, let's do research that needs cores. Okay, let's disable this for now. We need more housing. Okay, build that there. Crack the ice. Right there, over here. Also crack the ice. Build housing. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. Build housing. See, there's a heating hub here. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure. Why not? A little inefficient because I got these gaps here, but it is what it is. Actually, hold on. I could shut this off. Actually. That can be off. And then we can turn this on. Should be good. Oh, the Faith Keepers are protesting again. Okay. Extraction districts increase efficiency in neighboring districts. Okay, I mean, heat overclocking doesn't sound too bad. Having rallies and mixed signals. That's a fun achievement. Okay. Gotta love the triple plating. Goods factories. Not seeing the thing it wants me to research. Is this another fucking double? There it is. Ugh, the doubles are always a gotcha. Ooh, they get ya. Get you one way or another. Ah, shit. Okay, go from a housing shortage to a housing surplus. Okay, now the question is, do I want to expand? It only gives us +5. So 6 gives us 20. 9 for 25, but 2 building slots. I think we have plenty of open building slots. I think we should start just building sets of 3 housing. Or sets of 6 housing. Get a whole bunch of extra housing over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, Carousel! Welcome on back! Yeah, I mean, I know I'm a feathered serpent, but like, I can't actually fly. It's just convergent evolution. I know old Ketz is around here, but as a terrestrial worm, I'm actually more related to Jormungandr. The blanket is very snug, but as a cold-blooded serpent, I gotta stay warm over here. Protests spread. Steward, the Faith Keeper's protests have spread to another district. People are openly questioning their actions, however, pointing out the city is faring well under your leadership. In fact, despite this show of force, it seems more and more people are choosing to abandon their ideals. That's so interesting that the protest is backfiring because the city's doing really well, actually. Get rectoronied, you pepperonis. Okay. How are we looking over here in the old dreadnought? Do need to equalize the food and luxury goods. Do like +1 just to slowly build a stockpile. We've almost stashed a whole bunch of coal over here. I might need to build a second, what's the word I'm looking for? Storage facility. Oh, thank you for the boobs. Charcoal plants. Okay, we have a surplus of coal right now. We need ways to turn coal into something else. Okay. Not what I want. Food is good. Nothing else I can research over here in Frostland. Well, I guess there's... That's right, there's the dual-headed stuff. I want to research things that take cores right now. Housing block. Increases a lot of... Okay, subsidized housing. Gives us a good bit more shelter. It increased disease. That's dense. Where was the... Oh, there's 3. Okay. There's subsidized, dense, and then a normal housing block. Oh, that's 1 a week period. Housing block seems the safe one. Is there anything overheating? Generator upgrade 3. Only costs stamps. Can't really use that anytime time soon. Advanced coal mines. No. I guess advanced foundries is the only thing. Oh, does no? Oh, I think I'm a potato. I was looking at like the building cost and thinking it was like research cost. Or, Advanced blast foundry. 400 cubes. 450 cubes. We'll research that. Are y'all still protesting? Oh, the protest. Okay, so when the shield runs out, they'll be out. Okay, we got a new territory. Ghost Town. All signs indicate this settlement was habited until recently. Strangely, the larder was emptied, but most clothing and personal items were left behind. There's some bloodstains in the snow, and no bodies were found. One scout found a salvageable core beneath the hearth of the town hall, earning herself extra rations. The buildings themselves contain useful components too, if we can spare the men to dismantle them. We'll take the core. Food. Ah, the mushroom cave. Our scouts found a variety of mushrooms growing within the different depths of the cave. Broken heat pipes run through the caverns. Scouts suspect this place was an attempt by the hot springs populace to develop a heartier food source. We could take the mushrooms to add more variety to our hothouses, or we could repair this facility and share its benefits with the hot springs people. Coal. Now, coal, you need to be careful because we're shoveling a lot of coal into the generator. I don't want anyone to accidentally throw the cobalt in the generator, all right? You just gotta step lightly in the central district. I hope you're doing well. All right, let's repair the mushrooms. Bone traders. Some people from the hot springs have started a market for goods crafted from bone. It appears a herd of musk ox froze in the valley. They have made use of every part of the frozen beasts to sustain themselves, including their bones. The traders are on the verge of starving. They'll happily give us their goods for some food. Some people in New London would kill for these goods, no matter what they're made of. All right, we'll do that. I need to make another stockpile for goods. Let's put it here or here. Yeah. Put it here. And break this frost while I'm at it. Okay, now that we fixed the mushrooms and all that, we should be able to reduce disease. Connect via Skyway. Oh, we need some Frostland teams. Oops. As soon as I have 10 teams, I guess I can build some of it. No, has to be all of it. I guess I can expand this base. Gives me a lot more Frostland teams. Sure. Skyway. Bada bam, bada bing. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Can't believe it. Just can't believe it. Thought the steward had more of a spine, really. When a brat misbehaves, you give him a good thrashing, not some treats. Somehow, when these filthy faith keepers kick and scream, they get their way? Well, I can throw fits, too. Uh-oh. The evolvers are radicalizing. Caving to opposition, increased fervor. Okay, dude, chill out a little bit. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to mug y'all. And then we're going to de-radicalize. But I will let... Oh, the agenda for the current council session cannot already be fixed. Oh, heat overclocking. No waste heat management. I guess the Frostlanders are the only people. Construct a bio-waste hothouse. Sure. I haven't had food problems, but I've had them mostly turned off.
Hear ye, hear ye. The eyes have it.
The eyes have it. There's so many eyes. The eyes are everywhere, chat.
Take note. A new rule enters into force.
Put it over here, I guess. Okay, we got some of those things. Turning a bunch of coal into oil. Over here. And turn more coal into oil. Could also turn... just generate some cubes, but also a huge malice in Squalor. I think we're handling Squalor just fine. I guess we might as well as do, yeah, more pressurized coal. Pressurized coal. Ooh, a shipwreck camp. A wall of whiskey barrels protects the entrance to this cave. Inside, shackled servants sell anything from stolen jackets to sun drugs. Towards the back of the market, where the servants themselves are bought and sold. Our scouts were handed a message. To whoever rules New London, I rescued each of my servants from certain death in the plague-ridden bilge of the shipwreck camp. Send us the materials to make weapons. We can expand to the shipwreck itself. The Baron. Send these men to cease the Baron's operation and free the servants. Ooh, the shipwreck camp. Broken chains hang from the gunwale of a wrecked prison hulk. Founded by escaped convict who swore all residents would be equal. Rival gangs formed over time and now compete for power. The scouts say the settlement is in chaos. Different laws and practices behind each bulkhead. Until a clear authority reigns, there's nothing we can do with the wreck. Bring these people to New London. Reinstate the old leaders. I guess we just scout the ridge line. I sneeze. Just realized I accidentally spent my last core. Shit. Damn it, Dreki. You literally, like, you made a point of, like, we need to make sure we don't spend this. Requires 1 core. Oh, I gotta find a new core now. Our men have stormed the wall and shut down the Baron's operation. The servants have been freed, but they remain on site, unsure of what to do. There's also a considerable stash of liquor, sun drugs, and luxury goods that are too useful to waste. We can send this all back to New London, or else we could start an operation of our own. Take everything to New London. Okay, I wouldn't mind having like a place to sell stuff, but I feel like this implies we're taking over the slaving operation, which I'm not gonna do. We're gonna bring everyone to New London. How are we doing on housing? Really good. Great. Huge surplus. We could have the coal mine go back to New London. Dreki, I don't mean to frighten you, but there's a snake on your screen. Where? Where is it, Uzi? Welcome on back. I hope you're doing well. Make a promise. Build a moss filtration tower. I can do that. I don't want to build one over in the old dreadnought anyway. Bam. Easy squeezy. Hey. Old dreadnought's looking good. Alright. Snowing here in Canada, so this game is fitting. Well, is it negative 40C about to be negative 50C?
Our researchers have developed a new idea.
A new idea. Give me a research. Panaceum Factory. What is that? Society, society, society. Facility where health-promoting nutrients are extracted from corpses and bottled for distribution to enrich our people's diets. Radical idea. All right. Maybe I made a mistake in promising to research this. I don't know if that's a good idea. The radical ideas I feel like will trigger something. I don't know if I want to go all the way into that. Soylent Green is people. See, the problem is because I promised to do that, it's gonna... Something will happen if I don't. Well, I guess we'll find out what radical ideas do.
The council has convened and awaits the steward's proposal.
Ooh, supported quarantine. All right, let's negotiate. Let's get the Frostlanders on board. Research Karen coal liqueficator. Charcoal regeneration. All right, so I can turn cubes into coal, coal into oil, oil into cubes. Infinite resources, all at the cost of increased disease. I think I'll do heat homes because that's an easy one. All right, we got the eyes. The oculars have it.
Have it!
The Wiggly Pride Pop Leo has lore. No, it's just a little wiggly. It's just a fun little creature, and then someone did a set of Pride ones, and so I just have them rotate through. The oculars versus the Hanses. Exactly. I know there's also some more sillier edits. Like, I think there's one where it goes through, like, the Italian flag and, like, various country flags, too. But I just stuck with the set of Pride ones. Okay. We need to heat our places. Make things a little bit more dusty. Increased heating. Okay. Got some housing that needs a little more toastiness. Oh, the heating hub doesn't use coal, it uses cubes. That's a problem. Need to make more cubes then. Oh, we have plenty of oil. We can use that. Industrial, industrial, industrial. Housing. Warm that place up too. Check the old dreadnought. All right, make sure we warm these places up. Oh, there's a weird goat out here. What a sound effect. Yeah, the wigglies are great little goobers. Who could hate a little wiggly creature? Alright, we have a decent stockpile. We can send this to New London. I guess, actually, we send it to the old dreadnought, and then in London we can turn the turn our cube factories back on. I guess it's helping you warm up or something. I don't know. Who knows, streamer? Who knows? Wait, do I have to use the... Heat homes. Leave it that way for 10 weeks. All right, well, that's easy. And we also need to make pots. I guess we're going to turn this on too. See if we can harvest that iron vein. Get more cubes. Aww. They ended their rallies. Sag. I done goofed. Yar, fuck. My defense, they did start getting radical, so we had to nip that in the bud. Okay, what's our next exploration? Ooh, nomads. The timber kiln. A huge sawmill and kiln used by a group of nomads to produce oil from frozen timber. Our engineers believe we could make the machine much more efficient. If we can get on speaking terms with these nomads, we could share the machine, offering them some of the supply. Otherwise, we could take the machine by force. Maybe we can come to an arrangement. We'll share it. All right. Don't really need the oil yet, so I'll hold off on that. Ice caves. The site is guarded by dark silhouettes, who turn out to be nomadic people of this area. Clanking and grinding sounds echo over the ice. In the distance, we can see the entrances to ice caves. Some nights, we also hear violent shouting. Nothing is more terrifying than those that pass in eerie silence. The Nomad's guards signal that we should not approach. We can only listen and wonder. Remind them of our dealings in the past and ask to be shown the caves. The Nomads invited our scouts into their homes. They didn't say much, but from what the scouts saw, the caves are a place for different bands to trade food and supplies. The efficiency with which the Nomads used oil for lighting and heating are particularly impressive. As a gift, their elders offered sketches of their oil heaters, some of their simplest devices, yet more advanced than anything in our own homes. Ooh, cold slightly decreased. Okay, nice. Nice little bonus. Okay, what's the next place? The shipwreck camp. The sounds of sawmills can be heard miles before reaching this small commune of old escaped convicts. Each worker is paid equally, regardless of seniority. They each wear the same uniforms, even when not in shift. It seems they were once the organizers of the shipwreck camp, but many thought they were corrupt, and the new gangs forced them out of town. Okay, we can reinstate the woodsman, so equality. A textile factory. The factory's machinery has all been taken away. The thousands of uniforms lie in the warehouse, neatly sorted into rows according to size. A delivery schedule shows that the clothes were being sent to the shipwreck camp. Last deliveries are marked as refused. Uniforms are simple, but made from quality yarn. In any case, too many clothes are better than not enough. That's a lot of goods. Ooh, do we want cubes, though? We'll hold that in reserve. Okay, now that we found them... we need to take more steps towards equality? I don't know what that's implying. Okay. Okay, we need to find more more cores. Let's explore over there. We can explore this mountain. That is all of our people so far. I do want to preemptively build this skyway out a bit. We'll connect that, maybe? I guess maybe we could actually go from the hot springs. Go from here to here. Like that? Guess I could. That's already sending things. Go ahead and harvest from here too. Why does that look like cores? We already took the cores. I guess I could turn off the railways again to save on cubes. Definitely produce enough pots, so it's no big deal. Producing plenty of food. I still want a bit of a surplus. Rebuild that stockpile. I guess we can afford to take the cubes from over here. That'll go back to replenishing it. We do need to make more cubes. More cubes, Jimmy! More cubes! Guess I can turn oil into cubes. Do it over here, though. Okay, hold on. This is on. I go to build an industrial district. These two are in range. Why is this not in range? So weird. Turn that back off. I want to frost break all that out. Start converting some of this oil into cubes. Build industrial district. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So what is it? Where is it for equality? Tradition. Progress. Adaption. Progress. Adaption versus progress. Equality versus merit. Reason and tradition. Okay, so I need to do more city research, it seems. Great. I'll do maintenance. Decreased, ooh. Greatly reduced materials demand. Shit. I needed that earlier. If I turn that on and I go to expand this, And I'll probably build another rail hub here. I guess it is technically 3 squares away. Huh. Didn't think about that. Let's see. I guess this could go here. And the temperature thing can go here. That might be better. Yeah, because if I do this... No. Yeah, if I build it here... Then we expand this way. Okay, I don't want to put it next to food. Oops. Do it like that. Process oil into materials. Cool beans. Okay, how's the old dreadnought doing? Doing very good. Plenty of cubes. Like that. Do good on that. Save. How are we on heat? Every place is doing okay. Back to New London. Disable the rail hub. Building a pet cat? The elders will love this little guy in the care facility. Mechanical cat that wants for nothing in return. Doesn't need to be fed, doesn't need to be cleaned. It gives eternal attention and love. Well, at least, as long as the steel doesn't rust. Perhaps I'll cover it with seal fur to encourage the pats. Not that it needs them. I'll name him Buster. Robo Kitties! Let's fucking go. Alright, I should have some new Frostland. There it is. The Old Empire. Winter Palace. Over the snowy valley towers an opulent manor, complete with a marble ballroom and an indoor pool of hot spring water. Our scouts walked straight past the classical library and Turner seascapes to be amazed by the fur coats and felting gear in the servants' quarters, as well as silver skinning knives and leatherworking tools. The scouts wanted to take the boots and coats home, but the commander disagreed. We should use these samples and tools, set up a factory reproducing the works of the old world. Then, everyone in New London will have a fur coat and waterproof boots. We'll keep the old world alive by reproducing its works. Build an outpost.